Quazi here. In today's video, I want to share with you one mindset habit that I did every single day and I still do to this day that allowed me to become a millionaire, that allowed me to grow a 7-figure business within the past 4 years from absolute scratch. By the end of this video, not only am I going to share with you what this mindset habit is, I kind of want to share with you what my story was and why this habit was so powerful for me to get me from that old place of apathy, of just blaming the world, of playing victim. How I went from that to overcoming all of these challenges, and looking back at it, it almost seems effortless, but obviously at the time it didn't feel like it. But how this one mindset habit just made me unstoppable, especially for business. So please stick around till the end of this video. I'm super excited to share this with you. Real quick before I get started, I wanted to announce I made a brand new bootcamp for you. You can also get access to our exclusive email list. The link for that will be in the pinned comments in the description below. Guys, I can't share certain stuff with you on the channel because of YouTube's platform limitations. The best way I can do that is through our email newsletter, okay? There's a lot of cool stuff that we're sharing right now that I can't share on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to that. So without further delay, let's go right ahead and get started. Today's video will be about that mindset habit. And I know you're probably just waiting for me to reveal the mindset habit to you, but where's the fun in that? No, but for real, just a little bit of context about this mindset habit and how it came about. Before I got started, before 2019, I was set to go into this full-time job as an engineer, and I studied mechanical engineering in college. I did really well in school. I found out a way to get good grades, graduated magna cum laude with highest honors. I lived the perfect clean-cut lifestyle. Set to go into this job that was already lined up for me right after college, and I did this summer internship. When I went in there, I looked all around me and I looked at all the people, and everyone was depressed, okay? Everyone was super depressed. They were trying to stick their arms in the machines to get workers' comp, and so they didn't have to work. And then I thought to myself, is this what I want the next 40 years of my life to look like? Being in this dark factory, being depressed, working from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. every single day, 5 days a week for some fucking boss. No, that's not what I signed up for. There must be more to life. Even prior to that, I had all of this limiting belief around money and conditioning, and I always put myself in this shell. You know, I had this limiting belief that money is for the evil, you shouldn't want money, rich people are evil. And I now realize that that belief, all of those beliefs, I made up to keep me in my comfort zone. So I was keeping myself stuck in this shell, this zone of comfort, by telling myself these lies that money is evil. And because of that, I would hold on to the little money that I had. So I told myself, oh, you know, I'll just be some scientist and some researcher, make a little money and contribute for the good of the world. When in reality, I was interested in abundance. I wanted to experience it all, but I was keeping myself pent up. All of the frustration built up during that time in my junior year of college when I was doing that internship. And so I asked myself, is this what I really wanted? No, it's not what I wanted. And I read this book, I believe it was Millionaire Mindset Habits by Dean Graziosi. And in it, he tells you to set a goal for the next 12 months. What do you want? And I set myself a goal of, you know what? I've seen all of my buddies build a business. My close friends who are like in their 20s, they were doing 10, 20 grand a month, traveling the world, doing what they wanted. I was like, I want that. Maybe that's possible for me. So I set myself a goal of 20K months. And so I went about my life. And when I focused myself on that goal, all of these opportunities started to show up my way. All of these ideas came to me. But these ideas were so uncomfortable for me from where I was at that point in my life. So for example, one of the ideas that I got was to start up a YouTube channel, but I was deathly afraid to start up a YouTube channel because in the past, when I started a YouTube channel, like back in middle school or high school, I was doing guitar tutorials, just playing like different covers and stuff. And you know, I was just this little kid, and someone showed these videos to like the whole classroom, and I was so deeply embarrassed. Like the teacher started playing it in front of everyone, and I got picked on for the next 2 years in that school in the UK. And so after that, I kind of got traumatized, and I was like, I'm never making YouTube videos again. I shut down my channel, and I was like, I'm never doing that again. So when the idea to start up a YouTube channel came up, I was obviously deathly afraid of something like that happening again. So in that way, I kind of kept myself in this shell of, all right, you know, I'm just gonna live a very mediocre existence, which is something that I'm terribly afraid of, just living a mediocre existence, right? So when that idea came up, I was like, oh shit, I can't do that. But then I realized from that book, you know, I learned that in order to grow, you gotta do something uncomfortable. uncomfortable. And from that point on, I started doing one uncomfortable thing every single day. That really kickstarted my personal development journey. The most uncomfortable thing I started to do was take this ice cold shower every single morning. And I think this one habit really changed my life. Just doing one uncomfortable thing every single day. Because from that point forward, every time I was faced with something uncomfortable, my immediate reaction was do it. Do it and you'll grow. Do it and you'll move forward towards that. Do it and you'll move away from that life that you so hate. Because my pain of staying stuck in that 9-to-5 job, of turning 60 only to look back at my life and regret, was so strong. It was stronger than my desire to move forward into what I wanted. So that pain really drove me. I really felt the pain every single day. And that's what made me do these uncomfortable things, like take cold showers, like start up the YouTube channel, like make business decisions. Because back then I had no idea how all of this was going to happen. The one habit that I truly believe allowed me to become successful throughout the years, that I do every single day now, is I look for one uncomfortable thing to do every single day. This can be something as little as taking an ice cold shower. This can be something as little as doing an extra 2 or 3 reps at the gym, because you want to train yourself, your mind, to be stronger than your body. When your mind is stronger than your body follows. You're no longer a slave to your fears. You're no longer a slave to how you feel. You dictate how you feel. The mind dictates how this body feels. And with this willpower, you can literally do whatever you want. Now, when I get presented with business decisions that are uncomfortable, that I know I need to do, I don't even hesitate. When I see fear, that's something I want to move towards. I don't want to move away from fear, because I know from experience, if I try to run away from this fear, somehow it's going to catch up to me. So every time I'm faced with fear, I confront it. The one daily habit that I can honestly recommend for you to do is do one uncomfortable thing. If you just finished eating and you don't want to clean the dishes, do it. You don't want to clean your house or clean your room up and you've been avoiding it for a while, do it. You woke up, you don't want to make your bed, do it. Do what you don't want to do. Do what's uncomfortable. Because I learned a long time ago from Sadhguru, we're the most comfortable when we're dead. Please think about this. When are you the most comfortable in your life? When you feel like you're dead. When are you the most alive? When you're uncomfortable. You're the most exuberant, the most alive when you're uncomfortable, right? You've never looked back in your life and thought, oh yeah, life was good when I was comfortable. No, you always look at those moments when you've accomplished something and you feel accomplished because you've done something uncomfortable. So to conclude this video, I want to give you 3 keys that'll allow you to apply this habit in your daily life. Obviously, key number 1 is to do something uncomfortable every single day. But the question is, how do you alter your psychology to be able to effortlessly do these uncomfortable things? Which brings me to my second key. You've got to look at the gain in every uncomfortable thing you do. We have this self-preservation mechanism, this survival mechanism, whereby we will never do something if there is nothing to gain. So you've got to look at, if there is something uncomfortable that you need to do, you need to do those dials to those prospects. You need to pitch your services. You need to go out there and market yourself. And you feel uncomfortable. You're like, what would people think about me if I posted this? What would people say? What would my family say, etc.? Well, you got to think about what you have to gain if you were to do this. If I did this, would it allow me to move one step closer towards my goals? Because when you think about what would people think of you, you think about what you have to lose. Don't think about what the downside is of you doing this. Think about the upside. If you want to think about downsides, think about what you have to lose if you don't do this. If I don't do this, I will be stuck for another year. So you have to learn to use pessimism to your advantage. Do you understand? Like, we're literally manipulating our psychology. The most successful people I've ever seen who've literally achieved all the goals that they want, they know how to manipulate their own psychology. They know how to push their own buttons. You can see in like Michael Jordan, his documentary, it's called The Last Dance, it's on Netflix. He knows how to push his own buttons. He makes up these stories in his head to get him pumped up, right? Even though a teammate or like player from the other team doesn't say something, he makes it up in his head that this other player taunted him and this story. And that's how he pushes his own buttons. You need to learn how to push your own buttons. Don't let external factors push your buttons for you. You need to learn how to push it yourself. So this is all part of manipulating your psychology. To conclude, key number 3, look for the upside in doing the thing that you know you need to do. Look for the downside in not doing what you know you need to do. So what do I have to lose if I don't do this? what do I have to gain if I do this? And key number 3, you might be asking, well, how do I know if this uncomfortable thing is necessary for me to do, or this uncomfortable thing is something that will be useless for me? Well, the answer to that is this. You will literally feel when you know you need to do something, but you just don't want to do it. So there's tasks in your life right now that you know will definitely move you forward one step in the direction of your goals, but you just don't want to do it. But there are other things that are like, this is uncomfortable, but I don't need to do this. Maybe you might think doing something dangerous like swimming with alligators or sharks. You're like, well, this is something I'm afraid of, but this is something I don't really see as necessary for me to do. You don't have to do those. And even if you do those, you'll grow, but you don't have to. But there are things in your life you know you need to do, right? Like, hey, I need to go out and post this content, but you just don't want to do it. For the unnecessary, uncomfortable things, do them in moderation. But for the necessary, uncomfortable things, do them non-negotiably. So with that, I conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this. If this was helpful to you, if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions for future videos, I'm always listening. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Peace.